there's a time to look out at all these third-party candidates who have taken the stand that is in accord with the majority of the American people in poll after poll, whether on the war or on domestic issues. There's a time for them as voters, as volunteers, as contributors to come together and support these efforts, to send a message in November that cannot be disregarded, to destabilize the comfortable security of one-party Republican or Democratic districts for the House of Representatives or for the Senate. And Kevin Zeese is really leading the way here.
And every day, American troops die, Iraqi civilians die, and more war atrocities come to light. Democrats' money comes from the hard-right Israeli lobby, and 35% of the Republican money comes from the hard-right Israeli lobby. So they're selling our country to the highest bidder, and the Palestinian people are paying the price. I've challenged my opponent, Ben Cardin, to a series of debates on this issue because he's so pro-Israel, so blindly pro-Israel. When he doesn't show up at these candidate forums I mentioned earlier, his wife and his spokesperson do, and they say the same thing, and they say it proudly. Ben Cardin insists, if you want to trade with the United States, you have to trade with Israel. So Ben Cardin is treating us like the second state of Israel, putting our economy behind Israel's economy. Trade with Israel or you can't trade with us. Well, I want to see that policy debated. I want to see that policy challenged because it's a failed policy for all. It's making us less safe, Middle East less secure, anti-Semitism's on the rise, Israel's more isolated and less secure, and the Palestinian people are paying a devastating price. It's a humanitarian crisis that's not being discussed. We remain silent despite the fact that we are the ones paying for that occupation. We are the ones, the United States taxpayers, are the ones underwriting that occupation. Israel, a country the size of New Jersey, gets as much money as Sub-Saharan Africa, Latin America, and the Caribbean combined. So put aside the Palestinian question. Does that make sense? Africa, Israel, and the Caribbean get less combined than a country the size of New Jersey? It makes no sense. When you put the Palestinian question in that play, then we're part of a massive human rights violation that neither party will discuss. It's a taboo that must be broken. It's at the root of many of our foreign policy problems.